Coming up on Night Vision Sports, the Wartburg men's soccer team clinched the share of the American Rivers Conference title following Tuesday's night's win at Luther.
Wartburg football keeps their perfect record at 8-0 with a 28-13 win over the Central Dutch at a packed Walston Hoover Stadium.
Good morning and welcome to Night Vision Sports. I'm Joe Hansen.
And I'm Allie Parkhurst. Thanks for joining us.
Happy to have you with us today as we kick off another exciting show of Wartburg sports coverage. The Wartburg football team continues to roll, earning a statement win over number 14 ranked Central College to stay perfect on the season. The 7th ranked Knights remain unbeaten at 8-0 after a 28-13 victory at Walston Hoover Stadium. Running back Dawson Rudd led the way with 3 touchdowns and 98 rushing yards. Quarterback Leo Dodd also had a big day, throwing for a career-high 239 yards. Defensively, the Knights limited Central to just 34 rushing yards as they claimed their 32nd straight conference win. We spoke with senior running back Joey Anderson about his final year on the team.
Something that's really kind of hit me pretty hard was that it's already my senior year. I feel like I've already, I just got here, more or less. So, of course, when I showed up, I wanted to give it my all and everything. But now this is more or less my last bit go around, to play. So, more or less just trying to keep that energy up, knowing that the energy that I give off to the people, like the younger guys or, the guys the same age as me, but bringing them up as well is only just going to help our team and make us go further. The most meaningful thing probably was when I was going through some of my injuries. Playing in high school, I played at a 1A school, Underwood, in Underwood, Iowa, down by Council Bluffs. I got a lot of my opportunity to shine, a lot of opportunity to get a lot of reps, play my heart out and everything. But coming here, it really humbled me in a sense of it's not all about me out on the field, it's everybody else on the field. And it's something that I thought I knew, but it really hit me to the core, more or less. I love the sport just because of how well I was doing, but now with this opportunity of being here, playing here with all these amazing guys, I love the sport for many more reasons. I love it just because the people that I get to play with, not just because what I do out on the field.
The Knights will look to keep their unbeaten streak alive when they travel to Nebraska Wesleyan this Saturday. Kickoff is set for 1 o'clock in Lincoln.
Wartburg men's basketball is geared up for the 2025 through 26 season. The American Rivers Conference has released its preseason coaches poll, and the Knights are picked to finish 6th overall. After a promising season last year, Wartburg returns with a talented core by Luke Ladwig, Austin Bieneman, and Gabe Churio. These veterans bring scoring experience and leadership, while newer players add depth to the roster. The Knights hope to build on last year's success and make some noise in the American Rivers Conference. We spoke with head men's basketball coach Sam Leal about how the team plays as a strong unit and their excitement for the upcoming season.
Yeah, so a couple of our strengths is we feel we're a lot longer and faster and stronger this season. And so with that, we're really trying to emphasize how we can attack rebounding on the offensive glass and defensive glass. We're also emphasizing how we can add more defensive pressure to our opponents so that we dictate kind of what they do offensively with our pressure. And then offensively, we're really learning how we can share the ball and really take care of it to create great shots. Our players are actually very similar in terms of their ability to kind of shoot it, pass it, and dribble it. So with that, it takes a lot of getting used to, how to get the ball to each person so that they can all be playmakers out there. So we're really working our way through that. And yeah, excited to keep going with it.
The regular season for the Knights begins on Saturday, November 8th, as they travel to Northfield, Minnesota to take on St. Olaf College. Tip-off is scheduled for 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
Wartburg women's basketball is ready to start the 2025 through 26 season. The American Rivers Conference has released its preseason coaches poll, and the Knights are projected to finish second in the conference with 54 points and 1 first-place vote. After an impressive season last year, Wartburg returns starter Lauren Donnelly and incorporates a blend of young talent and promising new players to strengthen the roster. Head coach Bob Amesbury enters his 20th season leading the Knights looking to maintain the program's competitive edge and champion mindset. We talked to third-year forward Lauren Gollinghurst about her role on the team is going to change with so many new additions.
Definitely a bigger leadership role. The past years, I've kind of just been following the fifth-year seniors, but this year there's more newcomers than like returners, so it's mainly like coming together with the returners, making sure everyone's on the same page and just stepping into that leadership role. For myself, I kind of just want to be a consistent, confident player that everyone can rely on. And for the team, our goal is to win the conference and ultimately win a national title.
The season tips off on Friday, November 7th, as Wartburg welcomes Knox College to Levick Arena for the Wartburg Tip-Off Tournament. Game time is set for 5 o'clock in the evening.
The Wartburg Mario Kart team claims back-to-back CKL Division IV titles after sweeping the Florida Gators, completing a perfect season. Night Vision sports reporter Landon Jepson sat down with second-year star Johnny Ward to talk about the team's achievements and what fans can look forward to in the remainder of the season.
And welcome back to another in-studio interview edition here on Night Vision Sports. Joined by me this morning is second-year standout Mario Kart on the Wartburg Esports team, Johnny Ward. Johnny, how are you today?
I'm doing great. How about you, Landon?
Johnny, I am so amazing. It is back from fall break. I had a great fall break trip to Milwaukee. Did you enjoy your fall break?
Oh, yeah. I was just able to stay on campus, get a couple of hours in at the library, you know.
Library, esports, you name it. You are keeping yourself busy, but congratulations to all the success. But Mario Kart, man. I've been playing this game since I was a kid. 100 and 150cc has been one of my favorites. Moo Moo Meadows, Rainbow Road, two of my favorite tracks growing up. What is your favorite track and what kind of design, kind of player that you usually use in the game?
So my favorite track, it's actually kind of a running joke within the esports program, but I love me some Calamari Desert.
Calamari Desert.
Just a nice red desert with the train. It's beautifully simple.
That is so amazing. But based on it, all the success that you guys have already had, and it's only October here at Wartburg College, and moving in, we don't see a lot of the hard work that you guys put behind the scenes alongside Coach Fisher. Take me through a practice of what we're going to see day by day.
Okay, so similar to a lot of like other athletics on campus, we typically practice around 10 hours a week. So that's looking like, you know, Monday through Friday, 7 to 9, you'll see the Mario Kart team in the esports room, playing out. So you'll see us running time trials, you'll see us doing like general team bonding, you'll see us like doing online matches, like playing with each other and learning like, like how to collaborate with like our item play and whatnot. But yeah, typically we're seeing about 10 hours of play each week.
Strategizing every game, every practice that you guys have, but that success in the practice behind the scenes is something that we've really seen. You guys beating a lot of top Division I programs, Idaho in the semifinals, you guys defeating the Florida Gators in the championship, defeating them 2-0. What does that mean for the program, defeating those top tier programs?
I mean, this is simply huge news for the program. I mean, here we are, a Division III school rolling up into a division with straight up like the Florida Gators and the Idaho Vandals, and I believe Arizona as well was in our division. We steamrolled through all of them because our coach has a favorite saying of his that, one of the strengths of the Wartburg Knights is our improvement throughout the season. And, when we're putting in 10 hours a week, like it clearly showed. I mean, we just beat the Florida Gators. I mean, that's
success.
crazy.
You beat the Gators, a Division I program, which is so awesome. A small private college in Iowa defeating a Division I program. It's so awesome to see. But going forth, you guys have had a lot of success within a lot of the games that you guys have played, a lot of the time trials that you guys have done. But moving forth, what can we see? A couple more tournaments coming up, a couple more games that can be streamed online that people can tune in. What do we have to offer the rest of the semester?
All right, so unfortunately the Mario Kart season has come to a close with our championship with CKL, but next semester you'll see us back at it, likely Division II or III of Collegiate Karting League. And then on top of that, just for the general esports program in general, for the spring season, you'll see us in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate and Overwatch.
That's so great. So many games offered, and I know you play more than Mario Kart on. What other games can we see you play?
So I am a Mario Kart player, but I'm also a Super Smash Bros. Ultimate player as the co-captain.
That's so awesome to see. One more thing for you. So many things. We talked about your favorite map, but when it comes to the success of Mario Kart, it's all about the build, the kart that you use, and the person that you use when it comes to the player. So give us your favorite kind of player that you usually use, and what's your go-to kart build?
All right. My favorite character is by far Daisy. You'll typically see in competitive a lot of people run Yoshi because that's considered the viable pick. But I just like Daisy, and I do run the Teddy Buggy cart, which is also considered meta for competitive. So if you ever tune into a competitive match, you'll be seeing a lot of Yoshis and a lot of Teddy Buggies.
Teddy Buggy must be, and you talked about the wheels and the cart and the whole build just really makes it foundation. I loved Donkey Kong and Bowser, so I'd always run Bowser's Hot Rod or even just the simple cart that I always loved. But yes, Johnny, thank you for joining us. I really appreciate it, and best of luck for the rest of the year going into next semester. So coming up after the break, Wartburg men's soccer makes program history, clinching their first regular season conference title in more than a decade. We'll have the full story when we return to Night Vision Sports. Stay with us.
Discover more possibilities at Wartburg College. Explore your interests, pursue your passions, and gain the skills that lead to big opportunities. Carve your own path through rich, hands-on experiences inside and outside the classroom. Our engaged faculty know you by name and go the extra mile. Study abroad, complete internships, and make meaningful connections that will last a lifetime. Choose an area of study that prepares you for what's next. Experience more at Wartburg College.
Wartburg men's soccer wrapped up the regular season with a tough 1-0 loss on the road at Luther College. Despite the setback, the Knights still celebrated clinching a share of the American Rivers Conference regular season title, their first since 2013. Goalkeeper Joseph Svoboda kept the game scoreless early with 6 saves in the first half, but a late Luther goal in the 88th minute sealed the result for the Norse. The Knights will host the American Rivers Conference Tournament semifinals next Wednesday, November 4th in Waverly. Kickoff is set for 7 p.m. at Salzwedel Field.
Wartburg women's soccer closed out the regular season with a strong 2-1 road win over Luther College in American Rivers Conference play. The Knights struck first in the 33rd minute when Maya Anderson found the back of the net off an assist from Sammy Webster. Wartburg extended the lead in the second half as Nikayla Youngblood scored her 7th goal of the season, again set up by Webster. Luther cut the lead late, but the Knights held strong to secure the victory. With the win, Wartburg clinched the number 4 seed in the American Rivers Conference Tournament and will host Central College in the first round on Saturday, November 1st at Salzwedel Field.
Let's take a look at your 5-day forecast. Friday will bring cloudy skies with a high of 48 and a low of 33. On Saturday, expect partly cloudy conditions with a high of 48 and a low of 31. Sunday, we'll see more partly cloudy skies with temperatures reaching a high of 54 and a low of 34. Monday warms up with sunny skies, a high of 58 and a low of 34. And to wrap up the forecast, Tuesday will be partly cloudy with a high of 57 and a low of 36.
Thanks for tuning in to Night Vision Sports.
Be sure to follow us on Facebook and YouTube at Wartburg DJC to keep up with all the latest highlights and stories.
And as always,
Go
go
Knights!
Knights! We'll see you next time. Have a great day and best of luck to all Wartburg teams as they begin American Rivers Conference tournament play.